no light without a shadow. We know what's close, what's far, what's edgy, what's soft. We understand our world thanks to the shadows. My name is Cesar Montero. I'm the head of light design on wheel design at Audi. The light tunnel has become almost like the second office. We designed something that is on paper very nice, but it needs a physical confirmation.
All of us have family, we want to see our family, so we are really happy that we can do nearly all of the work during daytime. And then afterwards, when we go out for a night drive, it doesn't take that much time as before. My name is Stefan Berlitz. I'm head of development lighting. We develop all the lights around the car together with styling.
I think that it's very important to be together developing with the engineers. Without technology, it would be very difficult to do light design. We used to design lights with just a light bulb. It was pretty simple. In the moment where the LED came, we saw the potential of actually creating everything with light.
We really have a highlight in our car. The first time we have the possibility to individualize our lighting signature.
It's based on digital possibilities that our new technology offers. You can see a signature that is very focused or a bigger opening eye with a bigger pupil. When you look in both sides, it gives a completely different look to the car. You can choose by selecting in your MMI your individual signature. And in this moment, I think it's when the people see not only the Audi, they will say, I saw you coming with the Audi. With this light, we started something completely new.
In the future, we will have even more possibilities for individualization, for addressable lights. This car is the first one that opens the door for this new technology, for the new future of lighting.
The really new thing that is going to come is the light communication. Light is going to start to talk. We can maybe make a better world because it means that from more far away, we can convey a message. And not only for the car drivers, but for the bicycle drivers, motorcycle drivers, pedestrians. This is a complex world. We need to understand each other, we need to talk to each other. And I think light is our future language. Light for me is everything. Light inspires me constantly. I like to get out late, very late, when there's very, very little or no traffic at all, and take pictures of our cars. Not only of the lights, but also the reflections that produce our lights into the other objects, and these reflections come back to our cars. So night is my special playground. We are designers not only of an object, we are actually designing the moment where you see the light. You're not looking at the car, you're looking at what's happening outside the car. We're designing that moment. My name is Cesar Montero. Working with light is my dream come true.
Great to see people with such a passion for their work. From somebody who designs light to somebody who's in the spotlight. She's an award-winning director, actress, producer, and activist. Here is the one and only Olivia Wilde.
Hello, world. Hello, Stephen. I'm so excited. I wish I could be there with you guys today, but I'm excited to be a part of this launch, be a part of the celebration of progress, which is just an amazing name for a show.
Olivia, we all know you're a great actress and a great director, but you're with us today because there's a topic that's close to your heart and equally important to Audi. Please tell us why our planet is so important to you.
I think it's impossible to live in the world today without an awareness of why it's so essential to think about sustainability in our personal lives as well as in business. And having spent so much time in the entertainment industry since I was a teenager, I have been able to understand the connection between entertainers and influencing consumers and helping people to learn about lifestyle choices they can make to live a more sustainable life. So I co-founded a company called Conscious Commerce, which aims to be a guide towards conscious living and conscious business. And I just try to keep sustainability in mind whenever I have the opportunity to do so.
That's fantastic. I've heard that you've attended the launch of the Audi e-tron in San Francisco in 2018.
Yes, I remember it well. It was a lot of fun. It was a great party. And I remember how exciting it was actually to get in the car and to learn a little bit more about this innovative engineering that went into this really exciting new electric technology that's going to change the world. And this new Q4 is a completely different and even more exciting version of that car. I'm thrilled.
Olivia, it seems the Q4 e-tron is right up your alley. I was told that in some markets, the Q4 e-tron can be bought with parts which include recycled materials, for example, floor mats and seat upholstery.
It's really inspiring to see such innovation go into such a well-engineered car. I'm really, really excited to see that consumers will have an opportunity to own a vehicle that is really a part of the future, that is engaging the smartest minds to come together and figure out how to put together a better version of the cars that we rely on and that we're excited to drive. And I'm so sorry I can't be there today. I wish I could take the Q4 for a spin.
And you know what, Olivia, as you can see, I've got two right here next to me, and I would let you have one, but unfortunately, you are too far away. Maybe next time. Thank you very much for joining us, Olivia. All the best.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a thrill to be a part of this launch. I wish I could be there in person, but thank you for letting me pop in to say hello.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are saying hello to two people who can tell us something about range in one way or the other. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chief Technical Engineer at Audi, Markus Kite, and long jump world champion, Malaika Mihambo. Hello.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Thank you.
Hey, Stephen. How are you?
Very good. Great to have you here. Malaika, congratulations on being a world champion.
Thank you.
I would like to show you your impressive jump again in Doha in 2019. That was your golden try. What was your range, Malaika?
At that day, I jumped 730.
I cannot believe what we're seeing. Malaika Mihambo is the world champion.
In the end, I just achieved the best result I ever did so far, so it was a really special moment.
World-class performance. Congratulations once again. Markus, let's talk about the range of our second world-class performer.
The range of the Q4 e-trons is up to 520 kilometers, according to WLTP, and of course, up to the model you choose.
And how did you achieve that?
The Q4 e-tron is our new development and is built on a purely electric platform that combines two things. Number one, you have a really upper-class interior, a lot of space. And number two, you have enough space for a big battery. So we can accommodate battery sizes 52 and 77 kilowatt hours net.
I think the most important question, though, is how fast does it charge?
Oh, it charges very fast. At the high charging station, you get 127 kilometers within 10 minutes. And the good thing is, if you combine the high charging with the Audi charging services, you have access to 210,000 charging stations within Europe.
Malaika, I think for the next championship, that should be enough, no matter where they are.
Yeah, I guess too. I mean, it sounds really great. And me as an athlete, I would love to drive more often electric cars. And because we have so many kilometers we're doing over the year, and it would be great to, do it with a good conscience about it and do something for our planet in that way.
How far was your last drive?
The last competition was in Poland, and it was about 1,000 kilometers, I guess.
With the Q4 e-tron, no problem at all. So you charge at home, you start driving with a full battery, and then only one, maximum 2 times you have to stop by. And I promise it will be a great ride.
That sounds great.
Thank you both for giving me an insight into ranges, charging, and traveling. All the very best to both of you. Next up on the show, our world champions, just like Malaika, intuition plays a big role in their sport, just like in the Q4 e-tron.
When you make an important decision that could change everything, there's something that's just as important as pure experience. Intuition. It's hard to describe rationally, but it tells you you're on the right way.
I don't calculate where the ball will move to. There's just something inside of me that tells me where to go.
On peut entraîner l'intuition, mais cela découle plus de l'expérience, moins de l'entraînement.
In entscheidenden Momenten muss ich mich auf meine Intuition verlassen. Hey Audi, take me to the Allianz Arena.
Si tu commences à penser, c'est déjà trop tard.
An intuitive move at the right time, it can change everything.
Intuition schafft Vorsprung.
Okay, let's dive more deeply into the digitalization of the Audi Q4 e-tron, and therefore I need an expert on stage. And here she is, Janina.
Hi, Stephen.
Good to have you here. Janina, you are one of the digital experts at Audi working on the features in their cars. And the Q4 e-tron has, as far as I know, a lot of brand new digital features. Is that right?
Oh, it's absolutely right. It is packed with digital features. For example, now by saying, hey Audi, you activate voice assist, and this is only one option to interact with the vehicle.
Sounds easy. What are the other options?
Come on, I'll show you.
Okay. We go into the car.
There's, for example, the steering wheel. A major step forward are the touch surfaces, which react to touch and also to swipe gestures. You can use it to control features like personal settings, radio or media playlists, or also display layouts. And I can tell you that swiping makes finding this one song in your playlist or adapting the volume so much easier. And to make ease of use even better, we also incorporated touch response, which perfectly combines the driving task and touch interaction.
Wow. But what about the big display?
You mean the MMI screen?
That's what I meant.
We increased its size to offer a better overview of the content shown and to make touch interaction even better.
But you mentioned many, many other options. But if I take a close look, I can't see anything else. So is there another option? Is that it?
Oh, yeah. There is one option, and you mean the augmented reality head-up display. To me, it's one of the major technological highlights of this vehicle. But you actually can't see it now because it only turns on when the car's driving.
Okay. So we have to turn it on. And
Absolutely.
I think this is what it looks like.
That's it, yeah. You see that all the important information you need are displayed directly in front of you on the windshield, like navigation, speed limit, assistance systems, just to name a few. And the information are shown on two separate levels, the status section and the augmented reality section.
That is really, really awesome.
It is, I love it. And the turning arrows, they are displayed dynamically, and they appear to be floating at a distance of roughly 10 meters. And by this, the driver gets a better overview of very complex situations very, very quickly without being distracted.
So no more getting lost on the way to the show.
No more getting lost.
Janina, thank you very much. That was very impressive.
You're welcome.
It feels quite futuristic, which brings me to the next film. Here's somebody who is responsible for tomorrow's Audi models, and he's going to tell you about the Q4 e-tron. Meet the head of product line e-tron, Fermin Sonera.
An experienced and well-functioning team that is always willing to go the extra mile. That's what it takes to build a car like the Audi Q4 e-tron. More space, more freedom, more technology. The interior feels premium and generously spacious. 4 individual light signatures to choose from on request. The Audi Q4 e-tron is the only series model offering such a feature. With the optional augmented reality head-up display, we are offering a glimpse into the future already today. On the balance sheet, the Q4 e-tron will reproduce CO2 neutral and offers a range of upholstery with recycled materials. With the e-tron charging service, you will be driving carefree, anytime, anywhere, thanks to more than 200,000 charging points in Europe. The Q4 e-tron shows today how the future of mobility looks like, and it fits perfectly in our e-tron lineup.
And now I'm joined on stage by the present Audi e-tron lineup, and it's time for two comebacks. First up, welcome back, Henrik.
Hello, Stephen.
Henrik, we've heard that the Q4 e-tron is the next chapter in the story of living progress. What else does the story tell us?
You know, Stephen, fortunately, it's actually a never-ending story. Some chapters can be seen here, but there's so much more to come. Because what you see here is the result of Audi's attitude. The future is not something we wait for. We build and invent it every day.
That calls for an expert on progress. And I think, and I hope he's still there. Reggie, can you see and hear us? Perfect.
Yes, right here, Stephen. Don't know how much of an expert I am, but yes, that does ring true for me. The attitude that Henrik is describing is something that I've realized is global and personal. You have to inspire change. That's how it works.
Exactly, Reggie. Of course, we all know it's a personal thing. At Audi, we are leveraging technology today to make tomorrow's world a better, a more livable place. And we're working with like-minded characters like you are, because, as we all know, the more we are, the greater the impact will be.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a hugely powerful thought. I think that I found that if everyone's doing their part, if everyone is contributing, if everyone is listening more and acting more generously, then you can create that more livable, better world that you're talking about. It's a huge task, but it is possible.
And that's why we're celebrating progress tonight. We're at the dawn of a new age of mobility. And if we are doing it right, and if we stick together, we can achieve great things.
That's the kind of progress that excites me.
True words, gentlemen, and thank you so much, Reggie. It was a real pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Yes, Reggie, thank you so much for joining us.
No, not at all. Thank you for having me. Bye, Henrik. See you, Stephen.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Reggie.
Henrik, China is at the forefront of mobility these days, and I know that you lived in Shanghai for many years.
That's true, Stephen. And that's why it's my personal great pleasure to announce the next chapter of Audi e-tron design will be unveiled at the Shanghai Motor Show. And here is a sneak peek.
Wow, I can't wait to see more. Looks really, really good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this amazing show, and I leave the last words to the man who had the first. Henrik, over to you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. You have been a great host again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this celebration of progress. Please stay healthy, stay safe. We very much look forward to seeing you all, hopefully soon. Goodbye.